Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Hey, I just finished doing week one, day one of the CRD workouts from Coach Stites, and I wanted to give you guys a few tips that I think will help you nail these workouts, especially when it comes to what you could be doing with your bike computer. I'm using a Garmin. I've always used a Garmin, but I'm sure something very similar to what I'm going to show you can be done with another bike computer. I'm also using an iPhone, but you can do a lot of this on your computer, PC or Mac, or even probably an Android phone, I'm guessing. So what I want to do is really three things. First, I'm going to show you like where I got the data to plug into the spreadsheet that Aaron sent out. Then I'm going to show you just putting in the information into the spreadsheet, the power heart rate calculation spreadsheet that Aaron sent. And then I'll show you what I went ahead and did with my Garmin to tweak it for rides when I'm doing these workouts so that I can make sure I'm hitting the zones that Aaron's looking for. Okay, so I'm going to go into my Garmin Connect app on my iPhone and show you where I found the data. I'm going to go down to the bottom right, hit more, go to activities, cycling, and then I'm going to scroll down and find the workout that we did. That was on the 18th, I believe, indoor cycling. Now I hit the lap button when I was doing the workout every time we started a new section. So you can see lap number 4, 8 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm going to have to turn my screen sideways, I think, and scroll over and find what I'm looking for is average heart rate for lap number 4. And what we'll see here is average heart rate 165. My 20-minute was actually 167. So I'm going to go ahead and split the difference and say my max heart rate is 166. So I'm going to find the power zone worksheet that Aaron sent to us. And when I scroll up, I'm going to enter in 166 and it'll auto-populate the zones 1, 2, 3, and 4 for me. So you see I've already got it entered there, zones 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a look at how then will we put that information into the Garmin. Okay, so I've got my Garmin on. I'm going to hit the down arrow to go to the menu. I'm going to scroll down to my stats, advance, and now I'm going to press up once because if I go to the bottom, training zones is right there at the bottom. So I'm going to advance from there. And for this video, I know a lot of you have a power meter, but not everybody does. And I don't have a power meter across all my bikes. So I'm going to use the heart rate zones that we were just talking about. So I'm going to click on heart rate zones. Now, the first thing you have to do is go down and unselect auto detect max and auto detect lactate threshold. Then you can go in here and select maximum and put in your number. So I just took this and put in the 166 that I got from the 10-minute and 20-minute power number tests that we did. Okay, so now let me scroll down. I left resting heart rate and lactate threshold blank. And now what you'll see at the bottom is Garmin actually has 5 zones. Okay, now these are not the default percentages. I had to go in here and adjust the percentages to match the worksheet that Aaron gives us. So all you have to do, though, it's pretty simple, is go into zone 1 and write down the minimum. So type in 70, then hit check, and that's going to give you a starting zone of 70. You go to zone 2, do the same thing for 80, type in 80, and what that will automatically do is create zone 1 of 70 to 80, and then zone 2 starting at 80, and then you just keep doing this for zone 3. So on zone 3, you'll enter 90. Zone 4, you'll enter 95. And then even though we don't have zone 5, I just put 100 in for zone 5. But really what we're looking for is zones 1 through 4. So that's super helpful because now you've got it all logged in there. Now, when you look at your Garmin Connect after a workout, you can determine if you hit the right amount of time in each zone that Aaron is looking for. So the other thing that's helpful then, I think, is if we go back, so re-enter the menu, and I'm going to hit up and go to settings at the bottom, activity profiles, and I use the train profile. And now just take a look at your data screens, okay? What I did is I added a new data screen. That's all the way down here on screen number 5, and it's just 4 fields. And so I enabled it and I put 4 fields, and all I did is in field 1, I did heart rate zone 1, field 2, heart rate zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4. That way, during the ride, I can check and see how long I've been in each of those zones. So for example, today's workout says zone 2, 60 to 90 minutes. I can scroll down while I'm in my ride and say how, I can double check and see how much time I've spent in zone 2 so far. So I haven't had a chance to test it yet, but this I think will be really helpful so that I know how long I've spent there. The other thing that I find helpful is I have a what I would call an interval screen. For me, that's on screen 3. So screen 3 has 6 fields, which is quite a few, right? But it's got the current lap time, speed, distance. Those aren't really important as far as but I put in 3-second power. That one seems to work the best to give me an accurate power reading, and heart rate and cadence, okay? So that one's always nice because then I can hit the lap button and my lap time starts over, and I can just start looking at my power number, my heart rate number for that specific interval. So, and then again, if I'm not sure where I'm at, if I've spent enough time in each heart rate zone, I can go ahead and scroll down to screen number 5 and check that out. So I hope that's helpful. I know that getting the most out of your bike computer can really, really help stick with these workouts and get the most out of these workouts. So I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'd love to help you. Okay, thanks.